Hello, movie lovers the world over. People love movies everywhere. Yes, you're with Bob, guy that lives in Canada, up north, Bob of the North. Everybody calls me Bob of the North. My brothers don't. My sisters don't. They call me Bobby. But anyway, don't have the air conditioner on today. It's not a bad day outside. I just got in from a walk. So let's talk about the movies. I know there's so many is out there that wait until Friday afternoon to see what Bob has watched this week. There's got to be at least 7 or 8 of us. And I didn't say 78, I said 7 or 8. I'm just joking. Doesn't matter if it's 1 or 20 or 100. It's all the same to me. It's all good. Whoever watches my videos, I thank you very much for that. All right, let's talk about the movies. Get out the book. It's got a few more pages. Oh yeah, got lots of pages left. Still a whack of pages. Okay, let's start. That's what happens. You don't talk all day. First thing you do is get on here and make a video. It's good for you. Puts hair on your kneecaps. Hope we got enough battery left there. Now let's try it. Never mind yapping or talking about things. Let's talk about movies. The Falcon Strikes Back. Tom Conway heads for a lodge in the mountains to uncover bonds. You know, people that sell bonds, they sell phony bonds. And there's a person up at the lodge selling bonds to unsuspecting people. And the Falcon tries to find out who's doing it. Give it a 6. Gets a 6. The Specialist. We all know The Specialist, right? With Sly, that's an I thing. Sly Stallone, 1994. Sharon Stone and James Woods. He gets a 1 point for Sly. He gets a 1 point for Sharon Stone. And he gets another point for James Woods. Overacting character. He must have enjoyed his role quite well. You know what I mean. James Woods. He's enjoying himself in this movie. Yeah. Couple of guys that like bombing things, blowing things up and shit like that. Anything, if things go wrong, now they're after Sly. He doesn't like what's going on, so he hooks up with Sharon Stone, and Sharon Stone's playing everybody, but it seems that way. But come on. Really, it's not a great movie. It's a good movie. It's an all right movie. You know why? Because I gave it a 6. Yeah, I gave it a 6. The Specialist gets a 6. 3 points out of that is for 1, 2, 3, like I said. So the movie gets a 3, and it picks itself up with Sly and Sharon and James Woods. They all get a point each. All right, enough of that crap. I watched this one here too. This is very good. I like this one. What is it? Tulah, the Revolt. Yes. It takes place on an island. Right now I forget what the name of the island was. But you couldn't get off the island. I think it was the British there. These people were slaves. Right, talking about slavery. Parts of the other parts, French and stuff, that they freed the slaves. So, well, these slaves on the island weren't free, and they thought they were going to be free, but they weren't free. It's a true story. But so they wanted to go see the governor, I guess. But somehow things got mixed up, and all the soldiers were sent out after the slaves, and they got shot and killed, and they shot and killed the soldiers. And yeah, the end. Yeah, you knew how it ended. It didn't end very well. Not that I want to spoil anything. I try not to do that, as always. But it was a well done movie based on history, and Danny Glover's in it, and some other people. Most of you know Danny Glover's character. He plays our grandfather. But yeah, what did I give it? I gave it an 8. An 8 for 2014. Yeah. Good 8. It's a very well done movie. I liked it. See, this is just a Reader's Digest versions of things, right? It's not a review of anything. I'm not reviewing movies, right? I'm just telling you, as I always say, what I watched this week. Well, that's it. Just what Bob watched this week. He doesn't watch hardly any more hockey games, though he still watches the New York Islanders play. You know, because I am a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, but I still like the Islanders. I want the Islanders to win the Stanley Cup, so. Oh yeah, okay, what else did I watch? Oh no, not this one yet. I watched, on Netflix, I watched a movie called Xtreme. Another John Wick slash type movie, right? They're all bad guys. They're all bad guys. Everybody gets shot, and in the beginning of the movie, they go to a place, they kill everybody, they rob the dope or the coke or whatever, and there's one guy with long hair. He shoots everybody, even the people that are packing the coke. People sitting there having fucking lunch. He walks up and shoots them. He shoots everybody. Yeah, all right, don't shoot me. Bang. Shoot. Anyway, so now this one guy wants revenge because this other guy with the long hair, this guy's son, an old guy with a cane, his son shoots him. He said, "What do you want it, Dad, in the head or in the heart?" Dad says, "I want it in the head." He shoots him in the heart. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so then you go back, send the guy, this bad guy with the long hair, forget his name. They send guys after this other guy, right? His other son, not really his son, but he calls him his son. Sends him to his house, right? To kill him. Like, you're going to kill him because he knows everything. Another one of those movies, kill him because he knows everything. So they send him to his house. What do? They kill his son. So he gets pissed off, and I think it's his daughter. Him and his daughter get hooked up. A couple of years later, they meet a young guy, right, running dope, right, and they get a hold of him and try to help him and stuff. And now these two, I think the guy and the daughter, go after this guy with the ponytail. So it's like you're watching a John Wick movie, right? You know, the moves, karate stuff, kung fu. The girl even fights. She grabs the hold of somebody, jumps around their throat and neck, and the legs wrapped around them and flip them over. It's fun. In would like this movie, if you ever can find it anywhere. Yeah, called Xtreme. I give it a 7. It was all right. It was fun to watch. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but for a one-time watch, yeah, it's all right. Everybody gets shot and stabbed, sword fighting, stuff like that, all kinds of shit. It's fun. All right, what else did I watch? Oh yeah, I watched this movie, Mystery Men. Yeah, from 1999. Who's in it? I don't know. I forget. But anyway, I watched this movie. I tried to watch this movie and I failed. I never finished it. 3/4 of the way through, and I went, "No, Bob, oh man!" So this movie, Ian would say it's a pile of shit, right? Steaming pile of punker bucket shit. So this movie gets a 1. You know why it gets a 1? Take a guess. I'll give you a second. Because they played a Bee Gees song in it. You know the Bee Gees? They played a Bee Gees song in the beginning of it. Hey, I like the Bee Gees. Gets a 1. Yeah, a big 1. Don't bother with Mystery Man, people. If you see it or have it or watch it or save yourself a couple hours, watch something else. Watch the Three Stooges. Watch Betty, what is her? What's her name? Anyway. What else did I watch? Oh yeah, I watched, where is it? The Good Son. Yeah, The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Woods. Elijah Woods gets dropped off at his aunt's house because his mother passed away and his father didn't have time for him. One of those type of stories. I'll pick you up later after a few weeks or months or whatever. Anyway, he lives with this, aunt. Meanwhile, their baby died, right? Like a few months before that, little baby. And Macaulay Culkin, he's a weird fucker, right? He's a little bit of a psychopath. Yeah, he says dumb things and does things and tries to kill his sister, and the Elijah Woods character, like he's there and he's telling people, but this and that, and they're telling him, nah, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Go back to bed. But you don't know, nobody's paying any attention to him, so. Yeah, I gave that a 4 out of 10. 4. The good son. It's alright, but it never, once it starts, right, it never amounts to anything. The only good part about the movie is the ending. Alright, what else did I watch? I watched, this one. Escape from Alcatraz. Now that's a good movie. See? That's a good movie. This one, there's not really much action in it. I don't know if you call it an action movie. Guys are in jail, right, locked up and digging holes and chatting and talking. There's a little bit of action. Clint punches some fat fuck out in the bathroom. That's a fat guy who wants to do, jump him from behind, play mommy daddy, right? So Clint said no way, and he punched the shit out of the guy. And the guy comes back and wants to stab him. So there's some things like that going on, but not much action. But the whole thing is, there were supposed to be 4 guys escaping, right? I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, 4 guys, but anyway, the 4th guy couldn't make it. He got stuck behind, he was crying, stuff, but he didn't know, he was a little anyway, he never went. But the 3 of them left, got out, right, and now the thing is, did they escape, right? Did they make it? Because they never found them, and they have no idea whether they did or they didn't. I guess is that a spoiler? Well, maybe it is, sorry. But yeah, at the end of the movie, they got out of the, and a year later, they shut the place down. So yeah, Alcatraz. What a place that was. All right, what else? Oh yeah, I watched RV, Robin Williams. He takes his family on a holiday. They all think it's a holiday, but actually he's working, right? He's working, whatever that means. But he goes on a holiday in this great big friggin' RV. It's hilarious. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. And he meets up with another family, and they're more funnier than his family. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. That gets a 7. It's fun. Now see this movie? And, well, same Escape from Alcatraz. You can watch it again. Yeah. I always say, yeah, you can watch this movie again, no problem. Now, there's other movies out there that, no, you don't want to watch again. Even if you watched it one time, you'll never watch it again. But we all know that there are movies that you can watch again. You can watch this movie again next year. No problem. No problem. All right? RV, I gave that a 7. Now, Please Murder Me, right here. Please Murder Me, right? With Angela Lansbury and Raymond Burr, and it's from 1956. Now, I don't know whether this is this says film noir, right? But it's, I don't know, it looks to me like it's an iffy, like film noir. That's what it says it is, but I'm not a thing like, I'm not sure about film noir stuff. It's, it's black and white, and it's kind of like shady and dark and all that, but yeah. But, she wants to marry Raymond Burr. But she's already married to another guy, right? Right? And the thing is, the other guy comes home, he's a little upset, and she shoots him. And going, oh, you shot your husband. Yeah, well, he was coming at me. So Raymond Burr, right, he's the lawyer, right, and he represents her in against her husband and stuff. So yeah, so it's not bad. Yeah, Angela Lansbury, Raymond Burr, and Dick Foran, and John Denner. Yeah. Got this from Amazon, I don't know, a month ago, something like that. This is from oldies.com. And Amazon got a hold of it. Didn't cost much. About $5, $6, $6, $7. It's alright. There's another one on it too. There's two of them on it. There's another one called A Life at Stake. I haven't watched that one yet. So it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. What did I give it? 6. Gave it a 6. Love it. Like my shirt. My daughters gave me that. Christmas. I think it was a couple of years ago. I watched a movie called So Young, So Bad. About girls, female girls. They're in they're not really in jail, but it certainly looks that way. So they're in a place that's got cells and, you know, things like that. And there's a nasty warden guy, and all the people that look after the girls, they're all nasty and all that shit. And so Paul Henry, you know him, tries to correct conditions in a wayward girls' home. Anne Francis, you know Anne Francis, she was in a lot of Honeymoon, what's her name, Honey West? TV shows in the early 60s? I think it was early 60s. And she was in The Forbidden Planet, right? So she's in it, and Rita Morano, you know Morano, yeah, she's in it. I kind of thought it would be a little bit more, what do you want to call it, nastier? But it kind of started off well, but it kind of went, I wouldn't want to say downhill, but it just didn't seem to. I gave it a 6, okay? I gave it a 6. It's not that great, it's not bad. No, this one, no. I wouldn't watch it again. If it comes up, no. No, I think I'll read a book. That's right, I'll read a book. And the other movie I watched was on TCM. The last one was TCM too, I think it was, yeah. And I gave that a 6, right? The So Young, So Bad. Yeah, 1950. And the other one I watched was To Serve With Love, 1967. Sidney Poitier. He was also in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and In the Heat of the Night. 3 movies in 1967, all blockbusters. Top of the heap, people. Yep. They all made money hand over fist. So, To Serve With Love, 1967. I saw it at the show in 1967. I think I went by myself because I think I was probably 16. But I remember the theater was packed. Lots of kids there. Yeah. Yeah, they liked the movie too. So, yeah, I liked it. I'll have to buy it one day. It comes down in price. I don't know, is there a Blu-ray? I'm not sure. I know there's DVDs, but I'm not sure about Blu-rays. I give it a 9. Love it. I just want to say a shout out to my brother Donnie and Sammy, because they watch my videos, and my daughter Kelly watches my videos, and Christine watches my video, my other daughter. So yeah, and long weekend's coming up at the 1st of July, and hopefully my 2 brothers and I can get together and go out to Donnie's place and drink beer and smoke dope and barbecue, have a barbecue and play darts and just hang around and look stupid, right? So that's what life's all about. Family. You gotta be with your family. My brothers, I love my brothers. Yeah. I had another brother, Ricky, but he passed away last year. He died from cancer. But yeah, we're all Maple Leaf fans, but fucking Maple Leafs, man. As old as I'm getting, they really disappoint me. Every year is a fucking disappointment. Yep. Every year, without fail, the Leafs disappoint. I don't know whether they got too many fluffs on their team, too many pansies or soft players. When they bring in some guys that you think that are gonna hit somebody in the corner, they don't do it either. So now the Leafs will be changing again next year with different players starting that shit again. So yeah, anyway, quit rambling, Bob. Yeah, well, enjoy your movies, people, and have a great week. Say hello to In, buddy, how you doing out there in Wales? Still looking at pigeons? I got some fat fucking pigeons here, right here in my balcony if you want them. Fucking pigeons, yeah. Fat ones and little ones. They're all ugly. They shit on everything. I fucking hate them. Yeah. Oh, shh. I didn't swear. You didn't hear that. But yeah, pigeons. Fuck pigeons. I hate them. All right. Talk to you next week. If you let me into your house, let me into your home. Just don't let your kids watch my channel.